Okay, so I'm back again, guys, and today we're going to be unboxing this Burano Deluxe Polygel set. Um, it is absolutely packed. I saw it on Amazon and it comes with so many extras. And I really just could not wait to open this up on camera and show you guys everything that comes in this deluxe kit. So, as you can see right away, they do not save the best for last. It's right here on the top. You have a case with some bling, which is my favorite part. You get your instruction booklet, and the instruction booklet is actually really in depth because it tells you how to use the glitter, it tells you how to use the dual forms and the plastic forms. Definitely keep that if this is your first time. I love that this came with plastic forms. Plastic forms are just so much better than paper forms. I cannot say enough about them. The dual forms. Now, I always tell people that I have really wide thumbs. It's an issue when I'm looking for press-ons and things like that. So if you have wider nail beds, Burano dual forms are definitely something you want to check out because these eat my nails up. And I can probably get away with a size 2 in these dual forms for my nails. So I love them for that. But also they have this really cute C curve, like this 90s curve to them. And I love that. A lot of people, go for that look. I'm one of them. So if you like your nails curved, this is like a built-in curve with these dual forms, and I'm here for it. So this comes with the polygels that are thermal, which they change colors. So this is a magic orange, and I believe it changes colors when it's hotter or warmer. Then you have your soft pink, your magic purple, your pink, which is usually the color that I go for. You have light apricot, a white, and nude, which usually I don't get nudes in these sets, so I'm excited to see what that is looking like after I cure it. Um, I've seen some videos with nude polygel, so we'll see. This is actually a lot of glitter, so if you want a set that's going to give you something extra, this is it. You don't use a lot of glitter per set, so those will last. And then you have your slip solution, which I have never used slip solution. I always use alcohol. So I'm excited to see the difference with that. Of course, you get your base coat and top coat standard. You get your 100, 180 hand file, which is also one of the main things that you always get in a polygel kit. And you get your spatula / brush, which is another staple. These are things that come in every polygel kit, and they are very necessary. So it's always good to have these extra on hand. I'm not mad at that at all. But now we're going to get into these polygels and just see what they look like when they're cured. Okay, so we have our swatching sticks out, and I'm going to pour this slip solution. I like this rubber stopper that it has in it. I thought it was gonna be a hard plastic, but it's rubbery. I don't know. I like it for some reason. Um, Again, my first time using actual slip solution, so I'm excited. It smells really good. It smells like a Bath and Body Works hand sanitizer. So I'm into this. Honestly, I could see going out of my way to purchase a slip solution. So Burano, shout out to you for putting this into the kit because I always just use alcohol. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead with our brush / spatula. We're gonna open this baby up and start swatching them. So this is the white polygel. Um, these tubes are actually a lot smaller than I thought that they would be, but this is also meant to be a testing set, so It's just giving you an idea of what their polygels feel like, the consistency and the colors. So each one of them, they're like sample sizes. One thing I noticed is that this polygel is a lot softer than most polygels that I've used. I don't know if it's because I had the heat on in my room, but it was really soft. It wasn't hard to squeeze out at all. So this is the nude, and I mean, I really like these colors so far. They're not anything crazy, but they're different than the usual pinks that polygels have always come with. So, I'm not complaining at all. I like this nude. I definitely can see using it, especially because I want to do some like polygel ombres. So, yeah, I'm not mad at this at all. So this is the soft pink, and I think that soft pinks have their place in polygel because they are kind of translucent and they're really, really light. I like this version of the soft pink for the Burano because, again, the consistency of these polygels is nothing that I've ever used before. It's very, 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 very smooth. It's not smooth in a way that makes it hard to manage, but they're also not like stiff, if that makes any sense. So I'm really enjoying testing these out. Just swatching them, I'm getting a good idea for their consistency. I like this color though. The salt pink is really, really cute. So this is the light apricot. And again, I'm used to seeing this color actually in other polygel sets, but these polygels are really creamy. I really like them, and this color is kind of one of my favorite colors. Like I really like the pale pinks and the lighter color pinks and the apricots. I love those nude looking like cover colors, and this apricot is really, really pretty. I love it. So next we're moving on to the pink. This is just another one of those classic colors that has always really just been included in polygel sets, but it's also like one of the OG goodies that everybody loves. It's the color that I use honestly the most. I love these pinks, and this is no exception. If anything I can say that I've noticed about the Burano brand polygels is the quality. They are very smooth and easy to manipulate. I'm having literally no problem at all getting these, just spread out on the swatches, and that lets me know how well they'll work when I'm ready to use them. So I'm super pleased not only with the colors, but just with the manageability of this polygel. It's really, really impressive. And now we're going to the Magic Purple. This is one of those color changing thermal polygels. I've never used one of these before, so I'm interested to see how responsive they are to the temperature, but also just what they look like from one color to the next. So I'm really, really excited. I have to go get some water, I guess, because I don't have any other way to change the temperature other than to get some cold water and some hot water. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that too. Okay, and last but not least, we have the Magic Orange. This is another one of the thermal color changing polygels. Like I said, I've never used a color changing polygel. I've seen them demonstrated, but I have to say that with these particular colors, I love the way they come out, like the original color. I love this orange. The purple one I also really liked. So I definitely think that they're going to be really fun to play with in the future and test out with different designs, especially with the bling. I can definitely see how these are just really fun polygels to experiment with.
Onward on a beat.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just cure all of these swatches for 2 minutes and see what they look like fully cured. Here we have it. Everything is cured, and this is what they look like fully cured. This is a very white. So, I mean, no really big surprise there, but I mean, hey, that's what it looks like. The nude is like a brown nude, and I absolutely love it. It's not peach, so there you go. This is the soft pink, like I said. It honestly fits in with the magic colors, only it doesn't change colors, but there's always a need for that. This is the what is it? I believe it was the apricot, light apricot. Gorgeous. This is the pink, like I said, classic cover colors. And here we go with the two um, color changing thermal polygels. I actually have a bowl of water. I have a bowl of hot water and a little cup of cold water. So as you can see, when you put it into the cold water, it turns clear, like a milky, clear color. Not white, but it's a milky, clear color. And then when you put it into warm water, it turns back to the original color. So when it's hot, it is this dark purple color, which I really love. I think these are awesome. And also, this water isn't hot, it's warm. So, you don't need like extreme hot or extreme cold to see the effect of these color changing polygels. They do it, in average temperature. This is the orange, the magic orange. Again, put it in some warm water and it goes to the nice dark orange. I have so many things that I could imagine doing with these. I love it. So this is the end of the swatch portion of the video. Now we're going to have some fun and make some glow-in-the-dark poly gel with these gels. And we're going to also do a really quick Christmas set of poly gel now. So keep watching. Making the poly gel glow is really simple. All you really need is either a pigment glow-in-the-dark powder or a regular glow-in-the-dark powder. I like the pigment powders because I don't want the glow powder to take away from the color of the poly gel. So I just used this
I didn't
pink,
really do any measurements
glow pigment
for
powder.
this.
Now I have a small container. And I'm just going to squeeze the poly gel
I used
into
most
the
of the
container.
poly gel that was in
That way I
here,
have a
and
nice
then
place to keep
I
it and
added
also
the
something
powder.
to mix it in. I think the powder, I always add a little bit of extra powder just because I like my nails to really glow. But also because it's a pigment powder and not just a glow powder, I have to be careful because the pigment goes a long way. So you have to know that even if you're adding the powder in there for the glow, you're still going to get that color. So with this one, it was a pink powder,
and it made the polygel a little bit pinker. So you'll see later that I added a little bit of white to the polygel just to bring the color up a little bit. But I wasn't really, the color, the shade of pink to me wasn't a deal breaker. I just wanted pink glow nails. So the color pigment glow powder was, good enough. And I just added a little bit of white to it just to get it a little bit brighter. But it's up to you. You just want to use a good amount of the glow powder so that it actually does glow really well. And you also want to just, tweak it to get the color that you want. Adding the white to the polygel is actually what really helps kind of bring the color back up in brightness a little bit. So that was good. Like I said, you have to really eyeball it and just kind of do what feels right. When it comes to mixing colors, it's all about your gut anyway. So just, take your time. The most important thing is to mix the pigment really well. If the pigment is not mixed in, the color doesn't matter because you're going to see spots in the glow. So definitely mix that pigment powder in really, really well. So once you get the polygel mixed really well and you get your glow pigments mixed in there and you get your desired color and consistency, it's time to check it out. So now we're going to put it in this little swatch stick and we're going to cure it to see if it worked. I used way too much polygel for this. I could have literally just tested a small amount, but I had to be over the top and add a ton and a giant glob in there, but we're just having fun, so it's no big deal. You can see once we took it out of the lamp, it is glowing. You can't see it as much as I would like because it's the middle of the day, so it wasn't as bright as it would be in a completely dark room, but you can definitely see that it's glowing after it comes out of the LED lamp. This is not going to be a polygel application tutorial, though I will do some of those in the future. I'm just going to show you guys the finished result so that you can see how these nails glow and that the polygel does still have the same hardness and consistency even when you add the glow powder. So it's definitely something that you can do if you want to add color or if you want to have your polygel nails glow. This is the way you do it. So I'm going to show you my finished results and show you what my nails look like when I'm done applying them. This is just some really quick video of me prepping my nail, getting my cuticle area ready. I'm using a very, very tiny ball bit that I use for my nails when I do my cuticle area. But again, this is not going to be a tutorial. I just happen to have this footage because I never turned off my camera when I started doing my nails. But I'm really going to just show you guys the finished product. Okay, so I lied. I am going to give you guys a quick step-by-step really quickly. Right now, I am just trying on the dual forms to make sure that I have the right ones for each nail. This is what you do when you first start out. You just take each one and you fit them. I usually do take out 2 sets and just fit them to each of my nails so that I know which ones I'm going to use ahead of time. And sometimes I actually even fill them with polygel ahead of time just to be ready to go in for the LED lamp. But right now, I'm just trying each one on. Now, I always do apply the base gel to my nail. This is a really good protective barrier, especially with polygel. The base gel is like a little cushioning to keep your nails healthy in between the polygel, and it makes soaking them off easier when you have the base gel in the middle of them. But Yeah, you apply base gel and you cure it for 1 minute before you go ahead and start applying the polygel. So now I'm going to take my spatula and the polygel brush and just apply the polygel to the dual form. I actually used way more than I needed. You don't need a ton of polygel, especially because it actually fits a little bit better when you don't have a ton of polygel in there. It was my thumb, so I kind of went overboard. But it's really, really simple. You just put the polygel in and fit it to your finger. Anything that, just happens to come out of the sides, you can just wipe away with your slip solution on a little brush just to clean up the edges and get it, ready to cure. Okay, do not be alarmed or surprised or fooled by the Facebook and Instagram ads for polygel on dual forms. They are very easy to apply and pretty foolproof once you get the hang of it. But when you first take off the dual form, you're going to have to do some type of shaping and filing. You do not want to take off the dual form and just wear them as is. The dual forms have, little creases and things inside of it. So you just want to file them and make them look as neat and natural as possible. Okay, so after a bunch of filing and shaping, I had my right hand done and then I had to do my left. So I'm going to go ahead and do the left hand and then I will show you guys the finished results.
Onward on a beat.
Once you get into the groove of doing polygel with the dual forms, you kind of get like a little system and you get used to applying them or even having them ready to go before you're doing each hand. So like me, I had the dual forms ready with the polygel inside of it, just so all I had to do was really pop them on my nails and go. You definitely want to make sure that you're putting the dual forms on the right side's hand or right side's finger, because if you don't, you're going to have spillage because it's going to either be too small or too big and it's not going to be able to fit all the gel. So you definitely want to definitely make sure that you're using the right size for the finger that you fit. It's always a good idea to go underneath your nail and just smooth out any polygel that may have flowed over from your natural nail. You don't want that hump underneath your nail, but also you can always just do that afterwards with an e-file. So it's not something that you must do, but it's definitely helpful to smooth it out ahead of time. So as you guys can see, these nails were not street ready right out of the form. I had to go in with my e-file and, file and shape and get them into, good condition, and that's totally normal. So after filing and shaping and filing and shaping and filing and shaping, dust was everywhere and it was bugging me. Like I had dust all over my table, so I had to get some paper towel and put down so that I could continue filing and shaping because I couldn't deal with the dust. I actually have a dust collector that I just felt like, I don't need it. I don't want it out right now. I don't feel like taking it out. So I didn't take it out. And of course, I was going crazy, so I had to get some paper towel just to cover my desk up and start shaping and filing again. So yeah, there's that. Filing and shaping my nails is honestly like my favorite part. It's the most relaxing part. I can like get lulled to sleep by the sound of my e-file and just the sound of the hand file like shaping my nails. I love shaping and filing, so I tend to go a little overboard with it, but it also results in like really nice shaped nails, so there's the plus for that. But yeah, I could shape and file all damn day, so that's what you're looking at right now, me just enjoying it and having fun and trying to perfect the look and shape and smoothness of my nails.
So once I was done filing and shaping and filing and shaping, I popped them in the LED lamp just so that we could see them glow for the, first time really. And I was so happy with the way they came out. Like I love glow nails, and I couldn't wait to try to make my own polygel glow. So I was really excited, and I just love the way they came out. Glow nails are just awesome. I can't get enough of them. This is where I really have fun because I love stamping and stamping plates. These are brand new that I actually just got the same day that I filmed this. And they are like a Christmas theme stamping plate, holiday theme. They have like a little snowman, snowflakes, this holiday themed stuff, reindeer. And they also have these really adorable like Christmas jumper and ugly sweater patterns on them. So I had to have this set. I love them. Like I've never used Born Pretty plates. I actually have their stamper and the stamper set, but I've never used their plates before. So I was really excited to try these. A lot of times when I start stamping, I just have a general idea of what I want to do, what the theme of my nails is going to be, but I don't have the plate or the actual image or the placement or anything planned out. So I usually just look at, my stampers, and I freestyle it in my head and just go with what I think goes where. And I just have fun. Like I always say, with stamping it's always about having fun. So I usually just I look at each plate and look at what images I want, and that's what I go with.
Onward on a beat. Runwood on a beat.
So now I'm going to go in with some gem gel. It's basically like a builder gel. I just put a thin layer of this and then I cover it with another thin layer of um, your top coat, any type of gel top coat, and you're gonna put your gems on top of this, and then you're gonna cure it. And what it does is it really seals your gems in and it keeps them in place. You will not lose a single one. Now, I didn't really have any specific idea of what I wanted my nails or the stones to do as far as the placement. I just went in and went by my gut, really. I just decided to do them big little, or big small, and picking out different colors. This set of bling is, oh my god, so amazing. I love the different colors and the variety and the sizes. Like, I felt like I had infinity stones on my nails. They are absolutely gorgeous.
Runwood on a beat.
fun putting these gems on. I didn't know what to do with myself. I definitely understand now the obsession with putting bling on and just, stepping out of your comfort zone. This is not something that I would normally do. I'm very, very basic when it comes to my nails. And at first I was tempted just to use one little gem on my accent nail, but I totally see how people like are obsessed with gems.
Runwood on a beat. Runwood on a beat.
If you are still watching this super long video, I appreciate you. Yes, it was really long, but I wanted to really just show like the process that goes into the nail stamping and also like applying bling. It's super fun and relaxing, so I just wanted to share it.
Onward on a beat. Runwood on a beat.
So they are finally done and I am ecstatic. I mean, I loved the results. The stamping plates are awesome. The Burano set and the polygel set was awesome. The gems were awesome and fun to work with. Like, this was a really fun set to do and I was so excited with the way they came out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be posting more in the future. Anything that I use is listed in the description box, so go ahead and give that a little peek, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.